Oh.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Fox and the Fish Oddcast.
I'm Markiplier. No, I'm the fox.
We're Markiplier and I am the fish.
Markiplier.
And this is our second episode of
The Fox and the Fish Oddcast.
And this is not a good font. Hello, I'm working right now. Just in case you were wondering, I know you weren't. I'm working on some stuff while we're doing.
So this
stuff.
episode, there's nothing really planned to talk about. We're just gonna talk some random stuff we have. But maybe on our first topic, wait, I have some list on my phone. So okay, first, since last podcast we did talk about Steven Universe. Let's continue that with this one. Let's talk about White Diamond.
Okay, we're talking about White Diamond from Steven Universe, huh?
Yeah, so back in SDCC back in July, so they showed an episode. The next episode after, what's the last episode?
I don't remember. Wait, the last episode? You mean the latest one or before that?
Before the latest episode, before the reveal of White Diamond.
The two-part.
The reunited. Yeah, there we go.
Reunited. The marriage.
Yeah.
Yep.
After finding out Steven is Pink Diamond, now the next episode, which got released immediately.
Yep.
Oh, we didn't
Surprisingly.
have to wait.
Surprisingly, yeah. Wait months, they revealed you know who earlier than I thought, because I always thought she'd come back. She'd be revealed next year, because it's like they reveal one diamond every year. Like 2015 was 18
yellow,
76. 2016 was yellow. 2017 was blue. 2018 was pink, and it's always like January, February. They always reveal it at that time.
Well, I'm glad that Cartoon Network finally changed their mind on releasing Steven Universe episodes.
Either that, because I think the episode was a bit rushed. So
a bit. The episode next to Reunited kind of feel a little bit rushed, but it's still a good episode, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a great episode because they revealed a lot.
Yeah. So some questions we did have from the last podcast is like if they knew that that the gems are corrupted, and
they didn't. I remember we talked about this. There's like a preview, and they did reveal it there.
Yeah.
That they know nothing about corruption. Oh.
So it does take. So in the episode, it reveals that it might that the three of them can like temporarily heal a corrupted gem, but not completely.
Yeah.
Once they broke, so they need White Diamond. So that's where the episode goes. That's why they went to Homeworld.
There are 4 of them. White Diamond, and she is scary, man. She is genuinely terrifying.
She's kind of scary in a good way. Like she's creepy. She's eerie, and she's freaking beautiful. In my opinion, her design is so beautiful. He's radiating white.
Exactly, and she's scary in the way like Cthulhu is scary. Like she's not really like the kind of jump scare kind of scary. It's like she's an ancient celestial being who has lived for eons, for thousands and thousands of years, that her perspective on things are way different than that of an insignificant human or an insignificant gem or an insignificant diamond. You know, that's the kind of scary that White Diamond is. She is an ancient force.
In my opinion,
And yeah,
White Diamond is like mom scary. Like, you know, like, cause like in the episode, like, she kind of has that mom feel, like
yeah.
that maternity feel by how she talks to like Pink Diamond. Like,
Oh yeah, I
it's
get it.
like it feels like you're talking to a mother, because like when your mother's angry, they don't really need to shout. They just need to like
Yeah.
stare at you, use some passive aggressive words. So she's
Yes.
kind of a
So
mom
it's like
scary.
mom
If that
scary,
makes
like
sense.
you're not the belt, you know.
Yeah,
That kind of scary.
mommy, no. There's also a lot of
Yeah.
since like we've been browsing on Facebook, there's like a lot of, well, it's typical for Rebecca Sugar, but like there's like details you can like pick up from previous episodes.
Yeah, like foreshadowing.
Lots of
It's like,
foreshadowing, yeah.
Rebecca, give us a break.
I don't know if Rebecca did think of this from the start, or she just like going with it, I guess. She's like,
Yeah.
she's really clever. Rebecca, why? How?
It's amazing. They thought it from the start. It's like there's already like elements in the show that I'm already predicting is foreshadowing, and I'm just waiting for what that foreshadowing means. It's like knowing the future but not really understanding it, you know.
Yeah.
It's like Cat, you know, Cat Steven, right?
Yeah, Cat Steven, yeah.
That has to foreshadow something. It's a one-eyed cat with a scar on its eye. It could foreshadow White Pearl. It could foreshadow Sapphire because of the blue eyes. It could even foreshadow Steven because of the name Steven. We know something will happen, and that cat is proof of that, but we don't know what. That's the scary part.
Oh, it's so it makes me really excited. Like, they're so clever that you're still enticed even now. Like, every new episode you really want to watch it, and every episode you get shocked. You get shook. I'm so shook. No.
Yeah. They don't show it regularly, but every time they show it, it's big. It's like a huge impact.
Yeah, it is. Every episode is a good episode, I think.
Yep.
One may not be the best, but it's still a good episode.
Because Steven Universe is a good show.
Yes.
And if you haven't watched it, you should.
Yes, you should.
Okay. Moving on from White Diamond, we go to White Pearl. He is like
Princess Leia, but white.
yeah,
But pearl.
her design, man. It's like everyone is crazy about her with her robotic posture and personality, to her cracked eye, to the placing of her gem. It's like, oh, something about this pearl is gonna be important.
She's as creepy and as eerie as White Diamond.
Yeah, the whole white family is creepy.
There's a lot of theories that surrounds White Diamond and White Pearl, but I don't know if we should talk about it here. They're just long theories. But personally, some theories that I like are like theories that White Pearl and Pink Pearl are
Yeah,
like,
that's the most common one.
that's the most common, yeah.
White Pearl and Pink Pearl are switched because of their placement of their gem. That Pearl or OG Pearl is the original White Pearl, and White Pearl is the original Pink Pearl, and then they switched somehow. And then the fact that they're different voice actress, that the White Pearl is not voiced by Didi Magno Hall, but instead voiced by White Diamond's voice actress. What's her name again? My God.
I forgot. I didn't look it up. But yeah, it's the same voice actress from who voiced
she's
White
a
Diamond.
Broadway singer, right? Was that? Christine Ebersole, yeah. White Pearl is voiced by Christine Ebersole, not by Didi Magno Hall, which is bizarre because so far
every Pearl,
every Pearl has been voiced by Didi Magno Hall. Every Ruby was voiced by Charlene Yi. It's like consistency. Why isn't it consistent? And it's like there's something there that we just don't know, and it's driving me mad because I know it's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be shocking, but I don't know what it is.
I'm not even surprised if there's gonna be a big surprise, because that's what Steven Universe does.
Surprise.
Yeah, it's always a big surprise.
So I'm not surprised with surprises anymore, but I will be surprised. I'm not surprised that I will be surprised. It's just that I will be surprised nonetheless. Yes.
Yes.
Why can't I upload this? Reload.
Do you have any next topic? Another topic.
Are we done with the Steven Universe thing?
Is there other stuff we can talk about there? Wait, like
I don't know. What else is there?
Well, a few details that are like how their ships, like blue and yellow are the arms, pink diamonds are the legs, and the torso is White Diamond.
The thighs. I want to talk about the thighs.
What about the thighs? Give me your
beautiful
thighs.
It's beautiful.
Yes, it is beautiful.
It's great thighs, and yeah, we really don't have anything else to add in Steven Universe. Let's just move on. How long have we been here? It's only been 14 minutes. Oh boy.
So next, there's something I really want to talk about. Like,
what is it?
It's not a show that maybe the worldwide audience will understand, but it's maybe the Filipino audience will understand. Like, okay,
oh boy,
this topic I really want to talk about is like Filipino shows copying like American shows or American movies.
Oh, we're talking about this thing. Okay.
So like, for example, the new show from GMA, which is Victor Magtatanggol, which is based from Thor. But the creators deny it. They just reasoned that it's that Greek mythology.
Based on Greek mythology, yes.
That Greek mythology is not copyrighted, so they can.
No, it's not Greek. It's not Greek. It's Norse.
No, Norse mythology. Sorry, Norse mythology. That it isn't copyrighted, so they can use that concept. But like,
which is
some of
ridiculous.
The elements from the show,
but yeah,
it kind of looks like it was grabbed from Thor, but it's just a Filipino version. And like other examples are like, which is that Green Arrow, and like what's the Filipino version of that, played by Ding Dong Dantes? Was it Ding Dong Dantes? It was on GME as well.
Alias Robin Hood.
Alias Robin Hood. Yes, that's another show. And another
the zombie one, it's
Walking Dead. Yeah, The Cure.
The Cure. That's how they say it in the show. The Cure.
The Cure.
I never watched both of them. I doubt I'll watch Victor Magtatanggol. And I've seen recently I've seen like reviews of it. They say it's okay for a GMA show.
The Cure?
But no, Victor Magtatanggol.
Okay.
But I'm already predicting it's good today. It's good today. I mean, it's okay today, but as the farther it goes, it gets worse, like any other Filipino shows. That's what I'm predicting, but I could be wrong, and I wish I was wrong. Hopefully I am wrong, that it could be better than what I think it is. But as of now, it's like any other Filipino show. It's gonna be just not good.
for me, I can't really judge the show based on its content because I haven't been exactly
Yeah.
watching some TV. I mostly been watching some YouTube
Same,
videos,
same. I
and
can't.
most of my
No
most of
comment.
most of my opinions are mostly on the concept, like how it's
Yep.
like similar to Thor.
Exactly.
Um, but yeah, we can't
It's like
really judge it
there
on the content
was
itself.
there's no reason to greenlight this show. There's no reason to greenlight it because other than the fact that it's similar to Thor. If it wasn't, it probably won't get greenlit and then replaced by another telenovela. You
That's
know,
true. That's really
because
true.
I know that the directors, these writers are talented, but the thing is, the TV networks won't invest in unique stories that are like problematic on demographic, and they're not sure whether it'll be a success or a flop. So they always play it safe, and they
It's
always
it's
do what
it's
they do, which is to copy, not really copy, but take inspiration
what's the word? Yeah, inspired.
from
Get
yeah,
inspired
is
by American
inspired,
shows.
quote unquote inspired, because the the similarities are uncanny. But yeah, they take the concepts and then they slap it in there, and
Yeah.
to like to capitalize, to milk this cow, which we call the Filipino audience. You know.
Well, can I say something? Okay.
Okay, yeah, you good.
Here's my take on this, cause like since I'm a person that's been like, so I went to a school that is mostly media focused. So we had
Yeah.
like a tour in
Yay.
in our studio and the TV studio. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not gonna name it now, but here's what I had to take away from it. Most shows on the Philippines is not gonna be like what Judd said, focused on good story, good.
What, Judd? Who's Judd? I am Fish.
Oh no! Okay, I did that. According. Wait, no. It says.
Sorry, I didn't think
no,
we.
it says your link.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm sorry.
fine,
I'm sorry.
Yes, my name is Judd.
It's in your link.
I didn't think
Um,
we introduced our names formally. Is this the well? What about people who are just listening? Do they know who we
Okay,
are?
okay. No, let me go again.
Okay, just
According
continue.
to-
Just continue.
According to the fish, according to the fish,
Oh, boy.
now I forgot what I was gonna say. It's not mostly about the story. It's not mostly about the content itself. What I've learned is what gets greenlit is those that would probably sell.
Yes.
Probably most of the Filipino audience will understand, from the
Yes.
rich to the poor.
Yes.
And I can see why GMA is like getting concepts from American shows like those, because like those are like trendy things. Those are like current things that
Yes.
Filipinos who are mostly on the internet will want to watch, even though it's ridiculed by most of like the Filipinos who don't really watch TV like us. But I think for people who just are at home, doesn't have a computer, just have a TV, I think it's a good show for them. It's something they can like pass their time and like
Yeah,
yeah.
because television in the context of the general audience in the Philippines is just, it's nothing more than entertainment. They don't really see it as art, because what does
You
Filipino
know.
know but art? All they say about art is that you can't make money out of it. Yet they watch shows and TV shows and buy the products from the advertisements who are designed by artists. So yeah, we don't really have a good perspective. Well, generally speaking, we don't have a good perspective on art yet. Maybe give or take like 20 years, we might get a good grasp of it to understand, like to appreciate
Nuts.
these shows, these artworks, the stories, the cinematography. You know. But currently, we know squat about art to appreciate it, and that is why they watch it. They watch shows like these because they don't see it as art; they see it as entertainment.
Yeah, as a show we
It's
can watch because we don't have anything to do.
exactly, yeah.
So I can judge them for the concept, but I can't judge them for what they do because it's
Because
business, it's money,
and
it's
to be
yeah,
fair, we're not really the demographic for this.
that's
We're
true.
we're Manila boys. We're city folk. Well, you know,
We're critics because
we're critics.
we're in that field kind of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the fishes in animation. I want to go with animation, but I kind of want to go with film as well. So we kind of judge it on based on concept, its content, and some of those things. Even though we don't watch it that
Yeah.
much, but yeah. What?
Color, color, change. Uh, sorry, I'm still working on this website while I'm talking. Uh,
This podcast is sponsored by Wix. No,
no, it's not.
please
It's not
sponsor
sponsored
us.
by Wix. It's not sponsored by Wix. I'm just working on Wix. The
So
color.
yeah, Filipino shows.
There's no eyedropper tool in Wix. What the heck?
You should
Yes,
try Squarespace. No.
No.
What other thing? I was gonna say
No,
something else.
yeah, my
Um,
professors only approved Wix, so I can't use Squarespace.
what else was I gonna say?
I'm gonna have to go to Photoshop and look for the hex codes.
Art. It was something about art in the
Yeah,
Philippines.
yeah.
Art in the Philippines is like it's appreciated but not appreciated by the mass. It's appreciated to those who are in the field.
Yep.
Filipino art is like appreciated among the world but not in this country itself, which is kind of ironic
Yep.
to think about
Because
it.
because put yourself in the average Filipino shoes. Why would I care about art? I have bills to pay, and money to earn, mouths to feed. I just need to work on my daily job so that my children can have a good future. You know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
like-
mostly the mentality of the Filipino parents today. Art is
Yeah.
not. You shouldn't go with art. You should go with.
Wala namang,
You should go
wala
with
namang pera
engineering.
dyan. Yeah.
Yes, there's no money in there. Why are you going with art? No.
On the plus
No.
side, we're like it's good that we value education and families, but
Yeah.
on on the other hand, art is dead.
In the Philippines.
And unless you're like an elitist, you're like
So,
say, oh,
so
you
if
don't
you're like-
like art, oh, you're peasants or something like that. I'm kidding.
so if you're, it's like, there's a funny thought in my head. Like, if you're in America, there's like, if you want people to commission you, you can find easily some clients there.
Yes.
But when you're in the
Yes.
Philippines, wait, need discount. I want some discount. Can you lower the
Oh
price?
no, I
I can afford
remember.
this.
I remember the first time we met in the convention. No,
You
even that's
asked?
even before. Yeah, me and Raf.
Yeah,
Like we've been begging you for a discount.
yeah.
It's like, oh, was that like 4 years ago?
That was 4 years ago.
Dang. Uy, discount
like-
naman. I wanna buy your prints, but you're too expensive.
It's like, it's a common thing here. Even in other services, it's not just arts and commissions. It's or other services like labor. You still people in the Philippines find ways to lower the price to its
Yeah.
minimum.
Because we to be honest, we took it from the Chinese. It's a little bit of history. We learned how to haggle from them. You know. Whoa,
Handle
oh,
money.
this is a good color. Yeah. It's like
Hmm.
because the Philippines is like a mixture of a lot of cultures. There's China, America. We got that from that. We got our cheapness from that part of the family. You know, and we have the interest on movies from America's side of the part of the family. It's like a family, you know, a big,
Yeah.
complicated family who's enslaved you for 300 years.
There's like so many. Yeah. Speaking
We're,
of
we're,
colonizations, like
oh
we
boy.
get.
Oh, we're going to
No,
colonizations. Oh, I
no,
like this
no, I'm just
topic.
gonna talk about. I'm just gonna talk about the influences we got from being colonized. Like most of our language is like from the Spanish. Most of our qualities are from like since the Chinese. Most
Americans
and our
and stuff.
mentality on other stuff are like mostly
We got
American.
yeah, we got like the reason why we take off our slippers when we go inside our houses is because of the Japanese.
Oh
And
yeah,
the
yeah.
reason yeah, we learned this in school. The reason why we bless our elders is because of the Chinese. Yeah. Different cultures, like a
Mano
melting
po.
pot of cultures, you know. It's like they put all of that in the bowl and it's been simmering for years and it's still not good. But one day it will be good. Hopefully.
I hope. I hope.
Yeah.
Yes, I hope.
Because so far it's not looking good. I don't like the soup. It tastes bitter. I don't want it. Take it back, grandma. Yeah.
Hmm. I think we're done with those Filipino shows. Um.
Okay, it's oh good. We're almost past the 30-minute mark.
Yeah. What else we would talk about?
Yeah, I'm still working on my website with Wix.com. Sponsor us.
Sponsor us. Oh,
Where's
what
my
else?
logo?
Okay. I
No,
think
no,
I
no,
have
no, no, no. Cancel.
I have another. I just wrote three things, which is White Diamond, Filipino shows copying American shows, and one
Oh
other
wait, I have
thing is
I have notes as well.
one
Speaking of
oth-
Filipino, you heard about
Okay.
the girl in the with the different cultures speaking English but she says it's quote unquote Filipino. You know, there's no tongue twister
yeah.
in the Philippines. There's no cheers in the Philippines.
That's
You know?
what's funny is I just watched it earlier, like an hour ago,
Yeah,
which is I was like cringing so hard.
you
it's like-
don't
like-
count
it's like what
in
she-
English.
It's like what she did is like with a Filipino accent, but like the answers are in English.
Yeah, but she's not even a Filipino accent, just use like a Americanized accent. Probably
Just-
say
yeah.
in one of her notes is like the Philippines is Americanized. You know, don't worry about it. You know.
Oh wait, did you watch the full video, the real video, or just the?
I watched the
Facebook
edited
video.
video, the Facebook video.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, same. I watched that.
Ah, this is good.
It's so.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know the background of the person, but
Yeah, we don't know anything about her, but
she may have lived in like the foreign
Like,
country,
yeah,
so
yeah,
she
in
may have
America.
forgot those things.
or maybe
Um,
she just outright doesn't know. But
Yeah.
still,
Which
you're representing a country here. It's like
yeah, that's true. It's a big
you
burden. It's a big
you are
pressure.
an ambassador. You're an ambassador of the Philippines. Act like
And-
it, you know.
And you know how the Philippines, it's either this. If you do something in the Philippines, if you do something good, like Proud to be Pinoy. Ah,
Exactly.
yes. We're really proud of other Filipinos' success.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, if other Filipinos fail on doing Filipino stuff, we like to ridicule them. Like
Mm.
bombard them with ridicule. That's I don't know if why is that in our culture. Like
Is it? I
we're
always
not
thought it was like the only. Is there more
because like
instances that like this
there's
happened?
there's some on the middle, but most people are only on the both extremes. On both extremes, it's on the internet. Mostly, I can see it's mostly on those extremes, but it's only a few on the middle that can
I see.
understand. But yeah, it it has become a stereotype, especially the proud to be Pinoy
Well,
thing.
yeah, the thing is when someone says they're proud to be Pinoy on something, usually that something is just a Filipino doing something an American would do, you know? Like
That's
let's
true.
say like a Pinoy established a business in America. Woo, proud to be Pinoy. But what about preserving culture? Where's the pride in that?
Hmm.
Where's the pride
But
in like
going deep, going
you
deep in
know, we're
culture.
going deep, we're going deep. You know, it's I don't want to ridicule people by saying they're not Pinoy for not for not prioritizing these things. But the thing is, our culture is dying. You know, people are
Yeah, that's true.
forgetting who they are. They're like migrating to other countries, brain drain, moving to like a Western. Oh, refresh. Oh, never mind. Yeah, moving to moving to Western countries, Eastern countries, West, East, West. Yeah, and we're slowly losing who we are because we want, well, I guess yeah, we want a better life because it sucks here in the Philippines. But
I I mean,
in,
I mean, we. I still have hope in the Philippines when it
yeah, I
comes
still
to
have hope.
economics. When it comes to economics,
Yeah, I
but
saw the
some
data. Poverty
but s-
is like declining over the years, so that's good.
but some Filipinos have it in their mentality to immediately go to other countries
Yeah,
after they graduate,
that's the main goal for most Filipinos is to move away from the Philippines. Like
or just work abroad mostly.
what pride? Where's the pride there? Yeah,
I mean, I mean, maybe it's a pride for yourself, but not pride for your country. That's
kinda. Yeah,
yeah.
this is
Um,
this is getting
going
depressing.
deep. Oh, oh yes, it's the truth in Filipino culture. But I still have hope, a bit of hope for Filipino culture.
Yeah.
Um, like, like for example, in this day and age, the government passed a what is it like
What
passed a
what
law?
did
Is
they?
it a law?
What law?
That
Law about what?
products should have by buying
Oh
text
no,
on
I
in it,
don't think it's passed yet, but it's proposed. It's still a bill.
but it's proposed. But that
Yeah.
that kind of gives me hope. And
Yeah. However,
our friend
I'm
Fish
I'm
here is
yeah.
a by buying
I'm a bye-bye
lover.
nerd. Yeah. However, as much as I love bye-bye, I don't think renaming. Well, I don't think people would be comfortable with it at first. Because
Yeah, yeah.
we're used to A B C D E F G. The Western alphabet, and we're just not many people know how to use bye-bye, and it could take like generations of getting used to get that in in our system. Like
That's true. That's
this
true.
this would have been good like after the Spanish Revolution. Well, then again, American Revolution, and we were sitting ducks for like 30 years. until the
that's true.
Commonwealth. Maybe after, because the Philippines has a rough history. That's why. I think that's why. That's the
Really, a
problem.
really rough history.
I mean, after the Spanish era, then came the Americans, and then after the Americans came, they gave
The
us
Japanese.
like they gave us freedom question mark, and we were like giddy, like,
Yes,
ooh,
freedom
we're
question mark.
finally getting freedom, and then the Japanese came, and for World War II, and then that ended, and then Marcos came, and then that ended. Yeah.
uh,
uh, it's like it's not good, not a good time. Like I said, this pot is bitter. This pot has lots of stuff in it that I don't want, but this pot is mine, and I should be proud of it. This
just to
melting
put in
pot of
context for our
cultures.
foreign viewers, baybayin is like an alphabet used by our
Yes.
ancestors.
Well, to
While
be honest,
press,
it
while
was used by one of our ancestors. Baybayin isn't the only script used in the Philippines because there was no centralization. There was no centralized government that states that all of us should use Baybayin, which is another problem why I kind of don't agree with Baybayin alone being the national script system, because there are other script systems in the Philippines that don't get as much love.
that's true. Wait, no, I've only known that now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought.
It's not just Baybayin. There's like different scripts. Yeah.
Ooh.
Something to think
Well,
about.
culture is such a thing to talk about here. Like
I like it.
for people like us, yes. Hmm.
Oh no! Don't lag on me! Don't lag on me, computer! I will smack you.
Oh, what else should we talk about? Now we dive deep on culture, which is a good topic to talk about here.
I don't know. What else should we talk about? I don't want to talk
Do you have
about
anything
politics.
on your notes?
Not really.
I don't. No, let's move away from politics.
I don't
Politics in
want to
the
talk.
Philippines
I
is so
don't-
hard. It's so
I don't
difficult.
want to talk about politics in the Philippines because the politics of America is much more interesting. But I don't want to talk about them either.
Let's just not talk about politics
Let's
whatsoever.
not talk about politics. Let's talk about like something,
What else?
Some-
What else do you have? What notes do you have?
I have notes for like this new anime that came out.
What's the
this
new animated thing?
Cells at Work. You know the anime?
What's that?
It's about
I don't really
Re-
watch some anime. I'm not a weeaboo.
well,
I don't know.
shut up. Well, same. I don't watch much anime, but this anime was interesting for me because it's about the human body, and
Mhm.
the main characters are red blood cell, white blood cell. You've seen this, this
Oh.
really popular.
Yes, I'm
the
familiar with
platelets.
it, but I haven't watched it.
It's
I'm
nice.
familiar.
It's surprisingly educational. It's cool because it's every episode.
I-
Every episode is like a body, an issue with your body. Like the first episode was about like a virus. The second
Mhm.
episode was about a wound, and then what was the third episode? Or the third episode was about an influenza virus, and then the fourth episode was about food poisoning, and they make it so like action packed and dramatic. It's like
What?
and I'm learning so much because I didn't know there were different types of white blood cells. I didn't know what lymph nodes are. I didn't know what lymphs was. You know.
Okay.
It's
Um,
cool.
even though I don't watch that much anime, I give credit to Japanese animes. That any concept they can make it a show.
I've got to be honest. I'm a little jealous of them. I've been jealous of the Japanese since day one. because they're so talented.
Oh, have you heard, like, speaking of Japan, it's not about
Oh, boy.
anime. Speaking of Japan, there's like a news that like for the that the visa for Japan for Filipinos is gonna be easier now.
Really?
Yeah, so it's easier to go to Japan for Filipinos now. So I heard. I hope it
Wow.
goes through.
Okay. But I
So,
don't
like-
really care much for Japan. So, good for you. Good for you, anime fans. Just
Good for you, weeaboos of the Philippines.
go
I know.
Pinoy.
Please
Pinoy
don't get
weeaboos.
triggered. I know
It's just
that
fun. I know-
weeaboos are for obsessed fans.
It's like a derogatory term, but I call my friends weeaboo sometimes. They are. I'm sorry.
It's just a joking term. Please don't get triggered. Thank you.
Not many people get triggered in the Philippines because we got bigger problems to talk about. We got bigger problems to deal with. Like poverty and stuff.
Ooh. Those are mostly just first world problems, but we're I don't know.
Third
where did we
world,
go?
yay! We're third
Are we
world
part of third
problems.
world country? Yes,
If you're third world
problems.
and you know it, clap your hands.
meme
man.
review. No.
Nah, I think our audio is like really out of sync.
No, it's okay.
I can
Yeah.
find a way. I
Fine,
find ways.
fine. You're the editor. You fix it.
Yes, I fix it.
I have never. I
Also
have
not
not.
sponsored by I fix it.
I have not progressed with this website other than the menu page, and there's nothing much in this menu page other than a logo and a link, and a color.
Speaking of the
background.
website, what exactly are you doing?
I'm doing
Just
a
so the
a
viewers
site-
can know.
I'm doing a site for my portfolio because it's due tomorrow and I'm cramming.
And recording this podcast, which
And
is not
recording this
helping.
podcast. It's just not helping at all, but I just wanted to do a podcast.
Well,
Yes.
the topics are interesting this time around, so it's kind of fun. Maybe
we
it's gonna be
don't
worth
even
it.
have a topic. We're just making it up as we go.
I have some topics just like listed.
How many
but we just
How many
go with
topics we have? I only had 2, which is the English
I only-
Filipina girl and
I have
the
3.
anime.
Just
Oh,
the other
oh,
thing
good.
I just want to talk about
you're-
is like
You're
Wes
one step
Anderson.
ahead of me. Oh, Wes Anderson.
so.
Okay.
So this week I've been just like watching some Wes Anderson movies. So far I've watched the Grand Budapest, Isle of
Hotel.
Dogs.
I love dogs. Oh, I have I love
Um,
dogs in my USB. I haven't watched it yet, but my friend gave it to
Mm.
me the other week. I have I love dogs
It's a good
in my USB.
it's a good movie.
And
Watch
yeah, I'll
it.
watch it. I'll watch it sometime.
Moonrise Kingdom and what else? Grand Budapest, Isle of Dogs, Moonrise Kingdom, and there's there's another thing I watched. Forgot. Oh, God.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yes, Fantastic Mr. Fox. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
How do you know? Did you say? Did I say you too?
No, because that's like one of the most for me. When I think of Wes Anderson, I automatically think of Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Okay. So, are you familiar with Wes Anderson's formula? Like what goes in his movies?
No, I haven't watched a Wes Anderson film. But
Wait, not even.
I
once.
just know- I just know his style, color scheme, composition.
So there's a few things because like my boyfriend has told me he's a great Wes Anderson fan. Okay, if
Really?
you're listening right now, hi, shout out to you.
Hello.
He said some stuff that most Wes Anderson films contain. For like example, okay, my mind kind of blanked. Kids acting like adults, adults acting like kids, women who are like, I don't know what the term is, but like who are emotionless, I guess. Like they're I don't know what the right term for it, but they're like emotionless. There's every death in every Wes Anderson movie at least once. That's most of the stuff I've seen and remember, but there's a few stuff that are consistent, like others stuff like color and composition. Yeah, that's about it on Wes Anderson. Cause like I didn't really research it that much, but I just wanna say my likes for
how is
Wes
his movies
Anderson.
though? How is his movies?
They're really good. What I like about Wes Anderson is how his story and his humor mostly goes. Like his humor is really dry, and like it it doesn't like jokes that doesn't really surprise you, but most of them like you need to think about to understand. I guess.
Yeah.
What else? What I like about his movies is how his story goes. Another thing that is consistent with Wes Anderson movies is there are narrators and there are chapters to it, which is like every Wes Anderson movie is like a book. It's like a video form for a book. But yeah, that's about it for Wes Anderson. Oh God!
Really? What kind of book?
Just like a book. Like there's chapters. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3. The Isle of Dogs has that formula.
So it's like kind of like Quentin Tarantino, because he also structures some of his movies like that.
Kind of, yeah.
But the movies I've watched, like The Hateful Eight and Inglorious Bass. I can't say it because it's a bad word. I don't swear, but you know.
I think the only
kinda
Quentin
like that.
Tarantino film I've watched is like Pulp
Kill Bill?
Fiction.
Oh, Pulp Fiction. I haven't watched that.
I haven't
haven't-
watched Kill Bill. I haven't
Okay,
watched Kill Bill.
I thought you said Kill Bill the other day.
I have said Kill Bill. I'm gonna watch it, but I haven't watched it.
Okay. Let
Hmm.
me just refresh. Where were we? What were we talking about? Oh, right. Wes Anderson. How about this?
Yeah. I bet my boyfriend is judging me right now. Hearing this
I don't know. I
about Wes Anderson.
anyone who watches this podcast is like automatically judging us from the start.
Thank you for judging us. Please
Thank you for
judge us
judging us.
more
Yeah.
and giving us views. What else?
Yeah.
That's mostly what's in my list.
I don't have anything else in my list. I'm just working on my website. I'm not even past the welcome page yet because I can't think of a font.
Okay. I remember some questions I have in my head since like we're mostly centric on shows, movies, and TV shows. If you were to make a TV show, a movie, or animated series, what would you do? What do you have in mind? This is the first thing you have in your head, if you have some.
I have lots, you know. I have lots
Do
of
share.
ideas. You know, one thing is that like I really wanna build up on the Maharlika concept. You know, I did a comic, a web comic that I haven't finished and I don't think I will finish anymore, called Academia Maharlika, and originally the idea was about these three characters who go to school and they fight monsters. That was the idea, but as it grew, I came to like the idea of the Maharlika and how it's like you know how every culture has a warrior.
Yeah.
Has a warrior character. For the Western culture, it's a knight. For
Yeah.
Japanese culture, it's a samurai.
For the Philippines.
uh, I don't know, police maybe.
Police.
That's why I kind of want to push that idea that Maharlikas are like our samurais, because they kind of are. They kind
Yeah,
of
they are. They are though.
You know,
Maharlikas.
you know they're bound to their datus, but they're also free people. You know, I kind of it's like I always wanted to make that the idea of Maharlikas to be like ordinary people, but they can do so much. They can. Yes.
You should explain what exactly are datus and Maharlikas.
Oh, okay. If you don't know squat about Filipino culture, and honestly, even if you're Filipino, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
But basically, Maharlika, they're like three levels in the
There's a caste system.
hierarchy
Oh, yeah,
of
like hierarchy,
society. The first one would be the Maginoo, the Datu, the Raha, whatever it's called in your part of the country. They're the royalty, the blue bloods. They're the leaders, chiefs of their tribes, their barangays, which is their
District, I
our
guess.
version of districts, or generally town. You know, they're the mayor.
Town. Yeah.
They're the president. They're the kings. And then next is it really depends, because in the middle part, some parts there's just no name for it. Other parts is Timawa, but you know, in Luzon we call them Maharlika, and generally the Maharlika, they're free people, but they're sworn to fight if there's a war. They must protect their barangay, their families. They must know the art of war, you know. But they can have their own land. They can have a family. They can have their own produce farm. Be a normal person. And then, on the bottom of them all are the alipin, which is generally slaves. Which is the closest English translation to it, but they're not really slaves. They're like because slaves in the Western context is that you are because you are this, you know. Historically speaking, slaves were like people taken from other countries to work for this country. Or
That's true.
or like you once fought for us, and now because we win, you must do this for us. Now you're my slave. But in our culture, slaves just mean that they owe you something, and that they'll do your dirty work until they pay back what they owe you. So it's not really slaves, but they're like you know, they have a debt and they're trying to pay it. And there are two types of alipin. I love how this podcast just became like a lecture.
Filipino culture,
Filipino culture, because yes, you need to know this, you know. And there are two types.
Because like even the Philippines is not really talked about that much. Only those who love history.
Yeah.
But for most Filipinos or other countries.
Also, I apologize if
they
I
don't
am, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, if there are any real experts on this topic. This is what I got from what I've read on different sources. Yeah.
This was taught and as like
And
in high
this is
school.
also taught in high school, and currently also in college, depending on which college you are. Anyway,
depending on which course you have.
As I was saying, there are two types of alipin. There's alipin namamahay and alipin sa gigilid.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, you forgot about that, didn't you?
Yes.
So
Go on.
aliping namamahay is like the. Oh no, I might have I could have them switch. Okay, there's this one of them. can't tell which one, but one of them doesn't have their own home. They don't have their own property. They live on their master's house, and they work for them. And then aliping sa gigilid, I think it is. Yeah, I think that's namamahay, the ones who don't have homes and they live on their master's homes. Aliping sa gigilid is they have their own homes. They're generally freer, but they still have to work for their masters. So
would you say that, speaking of those system, would you say those things are still in our modern society? Like, how the rich people can, like, because like there's some terms like katulong, which is like,
no, not really, because the katulong is just like it's a service. You know, they pay them, they do stuff, and then they leave. Or sometimes, exactly, like
okay, that's true.
like sa gigilid, and like sa gigilid na mamahay, some of them they leave, some of them they stay for a while. But I wouldn't say they're like alipin. If there's anything we got from that idea of alipin, it's that it's the idea that if I did something good for you, you owe me something in return. You know?
Okay.
That's the only. That's.
But now it's just money.
Yeah, it's just sometimes. Yeah, usually money. Pautang naman, no? Or oy pinautang
It's
kita.
money or food.
Kind of like that. It's basically like that. So yeah,
I love this portion of the podcast. Is a new portion. It's Jod's history lessons.
yeah, it's
I'm sorry. It's the fish's history lesson. I'm sorry. I'm saying his real name.
You know, no one's gonna watch this anyway, and people, you know, if there are gonna people who watch it, it's probably friends and family who already know us. Anyway,
but yeah, I hope to those who's listening to this, hopefully you learned something. Remember it,
yeah,
please,
so that
it
we can
it might be useful.
So
it
that
might be useful information for like game shows or something.
We can avoid what happened with that girl who spoke English when asked to count 1, 2, 3 in Filipino. She said,
"We went full circle, man.
We went full
circle."
It's like, it's isa, dalawa, tatlo, apat, lima, you know. Oh.
It's easy. Counting is so easy in Filipino. Why? Why did you learn about it?
Well, you can do isa, dalawa, tatlo, apat, lima, anim, pito, walo, siyam, sampu, or you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, siyam, sais, siete, ocho, nueve, 10.
Speaking of counting, do you know how to count in Filipino after 100?
Sandaan, isandaan at isa, isandaan at dalawa.
Oh shoot, no.
Why?
Oh god, no. I mean, it was Spanish. It was Spanish. I'm sorry.
What?
I was thinking the harder one. How about in Spanish?
Oh.
Do you know how to count after 100?
Well, what? Yeah, 20, 30, 40, 50. What comes after 50? I have no idea.
60, 70, 80, 90. I don't know what 100 is.
Doraemon. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it's so funny.
Well, you know,
Filipino culture.
Spanish is not our culture. You know?
Yeah.
We just got that from that side of the family, but it's not us.
But it's used for like
us.
it's used for our. Oh no! Wait, no.
I only use it to buy bread.
Never mind.
I only use like Spanish numerical system to buy bread, like 20 po, 20 pandesal, 30 pandesal, 40 tasty. You know.
Yeah. That's mostly just how we know. There's like 20, 30, 40, 50. That's mostly what we use when we buy things.
Yeah.
Not anything after that.
I think
not that much.
I think that's why I couldn't upload this font. No, sorry, I'm still working.
Why?
Never mind. I'm trying my best to upload this font on this Wix website. What I'm
Wix. Wix, please sponsor us.
No, they
if you
won't.
hear
They
this.
won't. What'll they gain in sponsoring us? Like 2 people?
Nothing. Okay. I got your point.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So what else? Do you
I
have
don't
anything
think
to
I
talk
have
about?
anything else to talk about. I quite enjoyed talking about culture. Oh, I didn't think I finished like the question, like the show. And what show?
Oh yeah.
we went to a
got
tangent.
sidetracked.
Yeah, we went to a tangent there. Where were we? There. Yes, I want to build off that concept of the Maharlika. And it's not just the Maharlika anymore. You know, there's like it's gonna be the Alipin, the perspective of the Alipin, Maharlika, the Datu. They're like it's not just Maharlikas. I want the whole package. I want it all to be there, and I want them to represent
All
us.
to be there.
Everyone's here. Batman, Superman, Shrek, a car.
So link in the description. Read his
No,
canceled
Don't read it.
webcomic.
Don't read it. It's cancelled.
Read it.
They don't
It's
even.
good.
They don't even know.
But
that
it's good.
cancelled.
Read it.
No.
I'm gonna put it in description.
No. Oh, finally, it's uploading. Yes.
Yes, another good thing that had happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
None of you can see. It's just me editing my page. I'm still not done with the home page yet. Despite how simple it is, because I keep getting distracted by talking.
Okay. Do you want to end it here, or do you want another question?
I don't know. Do you have any more questions? Am I your guest for
Well, I just-
today?
No, it was just like mostly stuff we've been into. It's not. The next question for me is like, it's not about TV shows or stuff. It's about D&D.
Oh
I
no.
was gonna ask you about
Oh
something.
no. Oh boy. What about it?
But maybe in the next episode. It's been an hour. We've been recording for an hour now.
I guess, yeah. I think we should end it.
So yeah, this episode is like
This
good
episode
episode for
this
me.
episode is not sponsored by Wix, even though
it's
I'm working
it's
there.
mostly just Filipino culture, but it's good because like I like talking about stuff we're passionate about,
Yeah.
like how you're passionate about Filipino culture and
And
how I'm passionate about shows here, I guess,
yeah.
and ridiculing shows here.
You're passionate about
But-
ridiculing shows.
No, I don't.
Yes.
I didn't have the right term, but let's just say yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, to anyone,
Critic.
to the people listening, to this.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much
We
for listening.
appreciate it. We appreciate that you listen to this garbled mess.
Maybe it's not something that might go viral, but
Yeah.
it's something we're passionate about.
It's,
like,
the
talking
things
stuff
that
and
doesn't
recording
go
it.
famous. That's what we're doing. It's just, but
Hopefully,
basically,
we get to 100 episodes.
we were just bored. That's why we're doing this.
Yeah,
And
it's a passion
quite
project.
often, the things you do when you're bored is the best things you do.
That's true. That's really true.
Wow.
Very much true.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Anyway, thank you. Thank you so much for listening to this episode.
See you
of the-
in maybe a month or so, or
or 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now.
But I don't know if we're gonna have a consistent.
Yeah, we don't have a
schedule for
schedule.
this,
We're just
but
uploading when we want to upload.
if this gets some traction, maybe we can go
Yeah,
week by week. Hopefully.
hopefully.
But for now, it's just a passion project. We record when we want to record.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you so much for listening to this second episode of the Fox and the Fish Oddcast. I'm the Fox.
And I am not Jod. And, and I'm the fish.
And thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.